PG&E has started restoring power to some areas in Northern California while severe weather conditions threaten central and southern parts of the state. Approximately 126,000 customers had power restored by 6 a.m. today, according to a press release from PG&E. The utility company says the Bay Area has not yet been given the all-clear, as weather conditions are expected to remain dangerous until at least midday. After the weather has passed and it is safe to do so, our crews will work to visually inspect each mile of the impacted power lines to ensure they are free from damage and safe to energize. A statement on PG&E's website reads, "We faced a choice between hardship or safety, and we chose safety. We deeply apologize for the inconvenience and the hardship, but we stand by the decision because the safety of our customers and communities must come first." Michael Lewis, Senior Vice President, Electric Operations for PG&E, said, "There are still approximately 600,000 customers without power as a result of the shutdown." All Nippon Airways, ANA, has announced that flights on the 12th of October are likely to be cancelled, and further cautioned that transit options to and from the airports might be affected as well. A message from the airline further noted that team members are keeping an eye on the situation and will continue to share updates with passengers. Meanwhile, Japan Airlines, JAL, is informing travelers that the company will not charge any handling fees for the changes or refunds resulting from the anticipated effects on operations caused by bad weather, typhoon, etc., or natural disasters. The East Japan Railway Company, which operates commuter trains to both of Tokyo's airports, has contingency plans in place as well. Their website notes that there is a possibility that operations of the conventional lines and Shinkansen will be suspended on the 12th and 13th of October due to Typhoon number 19. Hagibis is the 19th typhoon of this year's season.
The question was simple. How to take the concerns about the climate and wed it to the fad of mental health awareness, all under the rubric of the youth movement. And that's when the answer came to us. With a little bit of pigtails. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Greta Thunberg.
Hamid? Where are you, Hamid? I see a light.
So we have a set on Poltergeist. 1 second.
My name is Greta Thunberg. When I first heard about climate change, sorry, I can do it this way. When I first, she doesn't need the microphone. No, she doesn't, no. When I first heard about climate change, I could not believe more people were talking about it. I saw a woman talking about her dead son. I said, "Why are you not talking about climate change?" There should be a lipstick called climate change, so it will always be on everybody's lips. I come from Sweden. Has anybody been to Sweden? Well, Sweden is the Mecca of, well, it's just Mecca. That was a little joke. When I first heard about climate change, I could not eat. I could not sleep. I did not want to go to school. What was the point of learning my ABDs and 2 plus 2 is 5 when I have climate facts? Also, I have autism. which means having autism means the whole world must revolve around me. But if there is no world, I will have to revolve around myself. This is not Greta. This is the hand. My hand. You will have heard of Greta, but you will not have heard of me. I am Beata Thunberg, Greta's younger and less famous sister. Greta was supposed to be at this climate change conference, but she met with a terrible accident. And we hope she gets better. Better Greta. Like Greta, I too am concerned about the facts about climate change. But I'm also concerned about the facts about Greta. Greta says she is autistic. I am autistic too. But she went to Dr. Hufengelfen. I went to Dr. Heinfenfeinfen. So I am more autistic than her. This is not a bash Greta thing, this is about climate change. Greta also said that she stopped eating after she learned about climate change. So did I, 3 days before Greta stopped eating. She said, "Why are you not eating?" I said, "Climate change." She said, "What is that?" Anyway, I don't want to bash Greta. Greta, how did you get out? I know what you did. How did you escape? Why did you put me in the boot of a car? You know I hate cars. Look, get out of here. No, get away. Go. No, stop. No, stop. I'm not Greta Thunberg. And I'm not Beata Thunberg. My name is Will Franken. And I wasn't supposed to be here at this climate change conference. But I snuck in because I want to be here because I'm going to tell you something. You guys are being fleeced. You young people, your youth is being sold out from under you. You're protesting for more taxes. Don't you see? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm excited.
F1's governing body say they are closely monitoring Typhoon Hagibis and its potential impact on the Japanese Grand Prix. A statement read, "Every effort is being made to minimize disruption to the F1 timetable. However, the safety of fans, competitors and everyone at the Suzuka circuit remains the top priority. A decision on whether to cancel Saturday's qualifying is expected to come before the end of Friday, and will primarily be down to the local authorities, who will decide whether to close the track and advise people to stay indoors." Popocatépetl, one of Mexico's most active volcanoes, erupted 14 times in a single night earlier this week. Mexico's disaster agency detected the eruptions after midnight on Wednesday. The volcano continued to erupt between 1 a.m. to 7:15. The back-to-back eruptions were followed by another on Thursday and 3 more on Friday. According to Mexico's Center for Prevention of Disasters, CENIPED, the center reported steam, gas and small amounts of ash. CENIPED emphasizes that people should not go near the volcano, especially near the crater, due to the hazard caused by ballistic fragments, and in case of heavy rains leave the bottoms of ravines, because of the danger of landslides and debris flows, the center said. The center's volcanic traffic light was set to yellow, warning nearby residents to stay alert. The volcano, which is in central Mexico, between the states of Morelos and Puebla, had been dormant for decades until its eruption in 1994. Since then, its rumblings have become a part of daily life for residents.
First we were afraid, We were petrified. How would we manage without Europe standing by our side? David Cameron rolls the dice, and then we find he ups and legs it. And frankly, it's not nice to go and leave them all with Brexit. He went away, walked out the door, turned his back now. It's not his party anymore. They work round the clock in London. Do they ever get to play? Boris might not have the chance yet, but at last Theresa May. And my poor dear, I sometimes fear you were left in choppy waters, as it did appear. When PM you made a leap, and yes, you did your best for Blighty. Be glad that you can sleep now much more soundly in your nightie. We'll survive, we will survive. What we need's determination and an awful lot of drive. Britain has its borders, not like all the other nations. And sadly that brings with it far too many complications. No one knows quite where they stand. So many differences and factions causing rifts in our great land. If this fair isle were only England, that would surely help us lots. But please don't make me cross the border and suggest that to the Scots. We'll survive, we will survive. But our worries buzz around our heads like bees do in their hive. We're all on edge, our toes are curled, we need some pills to calm us. Is this the last day of the world foretold by Nostradamus? It's not far off, it's coming near. Who will unravel all the problems and restore some order here? When still there's all the greyness of a Stockton-on-Tees fog. And to clear it we need Sherlock Holmes, if not Jacob Rees-Mogg. Joking apart, where do we start? What do we aim for when our arrow's not as sharp as Cupid's dart? What's our target? Surely this is when we show the world our muscles. However, then again, it's not so easy leaving Brussels. How can we see how life will be without our continental partners there to be our family? Will they shake our hands and try to tell us all how much they'll miss us? The French are bound to cry and then take half an hour to kiss us. All's done and said, it's going ahead. This most fiendish separation up with which we all are fed. The committees did their bit, and on their backs we ought to pat 'em. There's not been such a split since that occasion with the atom. But that Thursday will arrive. Will we survive? Will those Brexiteers go wild when they get out of work at 5? Will they dance on Tower Bridge? Will any of them be left sober? Well, let's wait and see what happens on the last day of October. Will we survive?